So today's the day that the Safespace is going to be taken down. I got this Safespace 9 years ago for my son Thomas. I'm feeling quite emotional about it, but I know I'm doing the right thing. Hello, Safespaces, please come in.
Thank you.
Can you remember what it was like before you actually had the Safespace?
Yes, I can. So we're talking about 10 years and beyond, when Tom was up to 13. So around the time of puberty, he became very, well, he'd always been difficult as a sleeper, but it just got worse. The problem actually got worse because when he used to go to bed, maybe 9, 9:30, even though we had him on melatonin, and we tried other things, he just wouldn't settle, and the longer that sort of period went on each evening, the worse the behaviour really. So he would be banging surfaces, banging the window, banging the floor, banging the walls, banging furniture, disturbing not just us as a family but also the neighbours, who then banged on the wall back, and it all became very stressful all around. So yeah, they were the circumstances really that led us to take action. I think the Safespace did help him because it helped him to focus on going to sleep and relaxing, where before having a room with all this stuff around was just making him feel more anxious really, and more overwhelmed really. And also when I used to say, right Thomas, it's bedtime, so this was after he got it obviously, I would say, Thomas, it's bedtime. And he'd love to run up the stairs and snuggle down into his duvet, onto his duvet, which he didn't really do before. I think bedtime was such a stressful thing, and I was so wound up that I probably passed that on to him as well. So once we got it and he got into a routine, and I would say, right Thomas, it's bedtime, get him all dressed up and everything, he'd run up there, snuggle down, give me a big smile, and he knew his boundaries, I think, and I think that was more important than, or very important really for him. Yeah.
What about the impact on his sibling, his sister?
Well, she loved the Safespace herself, because when he went on into respite, she and her mates were arguing over who was going to go in the Safespace, and then I put 3 friends in there one night and they absolutely loved it. But she definitely felt it was much easier for her to sort of settle, because when he was hanging out of the door over the gate, her room next door, she was just, well, just fed up really. And also if she was still doing homework when he was in bed, she couldn't do that, she couldn't speak to her mates, it was just hopeless. So she was very behind the idea of it. She could see not only the comfort of it and that she loved the sort of security of it as well. Yeah, it was very, very positive really, yeah.
We're here today and we're going to remove the Safespace. How are you feeling about that, about the removal of the Safespace and what it means to you?
I think making the decision to do it has probably been harder than actually you coming to take it away, but that's not to say that it won't be hard. I think it is emotional because we've had it a long time. Then I started thinking, well, will he be able to come? Will he won't be able to come? He's only a quarter of an hour away, so there's lots of ways. You know, he can still come and visit. We can take him back home, or the people in the house can come and collect him. That's not going to be a problem. So I had to kind of work through some of my issues over getting rid of it. He's extremely happy where he is in a supported living. So I think I probably needed that time to kind of cope with the loss of it all. But because I initiated that supported living, and it felt very much the right thing to do, even the day when I left him, it's been something that, how can I put it, it's all been the right steps at the right time, but it has taken me a long time to come to this point, if you know what I mean. So it will be emotional to see it go, but I think knowing it's perhaps going to be used for other families, even as a stopgap, makes me feel it's okay, it's worthwhile doing that.